Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, March 5. The National Security Council has agreed on guidelines to draft an Enhanced Security Measures Act. This follows a meeting of the Council on Friday chaired by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. With the discontinuation of the states of public emergency, the new legislative framework was proposed by the Prime Minister to give intermediate and specific powers to the security forces. It should allow them to disrupt criminal networks, reduce violence, and increase public order. In a press release, the Council outlined conditions that must be in place to guide the framework. They include conditions to trigger and sustain the measures, a system of accountability and judicial recourse to protect the rights of citizens, provision of specific powers such as search and detention, and persons designated with responsibility for use of such powers. Prime Minister Holness says government is moving towards completing this important piece of legislation. In the meantime, he asserts that the use of the state of public emergency is still a viable option to be implemented for the safety and protection of citizens. April 4 is the new by-election date for the Portland Eastern constituency, with nomination day being March 15. The new date supersedes the previous announcement by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on March 1. This is to give at least 5 clear days for nomination following the announcement of an election, taking into consideration Ash Wednesday, a public holiday which is not counted. The Portland Eastern seat became available after the death of Member of Parliament Dr. Linville Bloomfield. Contending for the seat are Anne-Marie Vaz of the Jamaica Labour Party and Damian Crawford of the People's National Party. $143 million has been earmarked to complete a diagnostic center at the College of Agriculture, Science and Education case in Portland. This is being done under the establishment of Diagnostic Center project within the Ministry of Education. The money has been set aside in the ministry's 2019-2020 budget. The funds will be used to engage a consultant to conduct an assessment for improving wastewater system, as well as to complete the design and construction of the Case Diagnostic Center. 2 such centers have already been constructed at Church Teachers College and Sam Sharp Teachers College since the $385 million project began in 2015. Spirit Airlines has introduced non-stop flights between the Orlando International Airport in the United States and Jamaica. The non-stop flights will operate 4 days per week at Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay and 3 days per week at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. In welcoming the additional flights on Thursday, Regional Director at Jamaica Tourist Board Adet Sobram Dyer said an expansion of gateways augurs well for economic growth in the country.
Over the last few months, we have welcomed maybe about 5 or 6 airlines opening up new gateways into Jamaica, and this is a very good for the destination.
And finally, Minister of Sport Olivia Grange has expressed congratulations to Jamaica's senior reggae girls football team for winning their 2 friendly international matches against Chile. On Thursday, the girls won with a 1-0, while on Sunday the scoreline was 3-2.
I came here with every confidence that our girls would win. And they did win. They made us proud. I want to congratulate the JFF and the reggae girls for once again making us proud, and for them to continue on this journey right through to taking the World Cup back to Jamaica.
We are pretty satisfied, and we are convinced that we will be going to France, not just to have qualified for the World Cup, but we're going to be competitive. I want to say congratulations to the technical staff and of course to the girls who really would have made us very proud tonight.
Both teams are using the matches as part of their preparations for this year's FIFA Women's World Cup tournament, which will be held in France in June. The Reggae Girls will first face Brazil on June 9, while Chile is down to oppose Sweden on June 11 in their opening matches. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.